Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back to 108 Dragons TV, baby. It's your host, Lemon23, aka Lemetius, right-handed Zeus, and welcome to a new episode. And you new here, consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated, and it definitely honors me that people come through, watch my content, make comments, visit me, hit me on them live streams, be chopping it up about gaming. And once again, I'll be talking about E3 tonight during my live stream, trying to figure out, should I live stream Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 1 single player? I don't know quite yet, but we gonna get in a little something. Now let's get into this. Forza Horizon 4 servers will host up to 72 players each. Now this is kind of a big feat, because right now they're doing a shared online world, and at E3 they mentioned this, and I was like, how many people is going to be actually be on the same server at the same goddamn time? Well, we're not talking about drivatars, we're talking about real people, and it looks like 72 actual people will be able to free roam with you in multiplayer while you're playing your game. Now that's crazy. There will also be 12 player universes. Woo! This seems like a lot of work. We're going to see how this is going to work out. We're going to really see how this works out. And Forza Horizon 4 will be launching October 2nd. This is a big feat indeed. And it still will be playable offline, in which case the drivatars will replace real world players. So they're aiming high, but I'm being that they just got signed to Microsoft, Playground Games gotta be on a high note anyway. Now let's get into more gaming news. Now we've seen those videos from Crackdown 3 from E3 2018, and yes, it has taken a dramatic change for the good, but it looks like developer Regent Games and the series director Dave Jones are no longer working on Crackdown 3, and I can tell, because the way that game looked before and the way it looks now, wow. This comes from Microsoft Studios head Matt Booty. Booty confirmed at E3 this year, Sumo Digital is the only developer that Microsoft Studios is working with on Crackdown 3. Now, with the Epic and the acquisitions of John Claude, the cloud-based system that was supposed to power Crackdown 3's multiplayer-focused environmental destruction back in January, prior to the acquisition, Johns was acting as the director Regent Games, the studio he founded. But now that has changed, where does this leave the cloud computing multiplayer aspect of Crackdown 3? I have no goddamn clue, but I'm gonna tell you one thing Sumo Digital is doing properly. Them game graphics is off the chain, and my boy Terry Crews has never looked so better. Facts. Now on more gaming news, this is the crap that I'll be talking about. Analyst says Sony has no reason to support cross-play. While Microsoft has been working on making the Xbox and PC games cross-play compatible, the Nintendo has also been joining the fray in party cross-play versions of Fortnite and Minecraft. Sony has consistently refused to join. Most recently, Fortnite. Players complained about being locked out of using their accounts on Nintendo Switch after having them linked to the PlayStation console. According to one analyst, however, staying exclusive may be a move that's best for Sony in the long run. Now, first of all, these goddamn analysts, half of these people don't play games. They try to look at everything from a business perspective. When you have game players of certain titles asking for cross-play because their friends have an Xbox or their friends may have a Switch, and they're begging PlayStation to have crossplay. This is not about no analysts. You obviously don't care, so of course you're gonna say it might benefit Sony in the long run. How? When you locking yourself out of giving your players what they want. I thought it was power to the players, Sony. Hey, I'm just saying. You know I've been harping on crossplay forever. I have a Switch. I'm not playing Fortnite on Switch, but I have an Xbox, and I don't mind playing with Nintendo people who want to play Fortnite. What is the problem? Sony, stop it. You're making all excuses in the world. You know what it comes down to, like your old president said. As I reported yesterday, it's about the dollar. You don't care about the players. You obviously only care about the dollar. All you gotta do is hit a switch. It don't even cost you nothing to cross play between platforms. Epic did it by mistake. You made them turn it off. Stop it. Let's not make excuses, baby. They just stubborn and stuck in their ways and got a console lead and they're conceited. That's all it is. Microsoft, Nintendo, PC alike, keep the gamers united. You still got your exclusive, Sony. Stop it. Now on to more PUBG news. PlayerUnknown's Battleground has now sold over 50 million copies on Xbox One and PC combined. The PUBG court has announced. The developer has also added now over 400 million registered PUBG players across Xbox One, PC, and mobile, and over 87 million players logging in every day. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up to you is not to say, oh my god, this is better than PUBG, this is the best battle royale ever. No! What I'm bringing this up to you is to celebrate these numbers. PUBG is discounted on Steam for $19.99 until July 5th, baby. Come on, stand up. Let's do what they do. See what happens when people buy a game? The games get discounted and they sell even more copies, bringing more gamers together. Stand up, people. Let's go. Enjoy that. Now I got some Nintendo news. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is what I'm talking about. From the Switch's success, they're getting huge third-party support. Now, whether they're selling huge third-party games is something else, but at least they're getting the support. Limbo, that acclaimed 360 title that dropped in 2010. Yes, it debuted on that 360, the summer of arcade, baby, which getting all these indie people is love. It looks like June 28th, Limbo will be hitting the eShop. Let's go, people. It's good to bring gamers and give Nintendo Switch fans an opportunity to play this great artistic puzzler, thriller, and drama game set in this black, white, gray situation. That was what the colors was. And this is a good look for Nintendo Switch players. And it definitely is going to be a great look on the go, because this game is definitely something to talk about. That is good that the Nintendo fans out there get a chance to play this game, because this is the first time that any of these titles like this, Limbo or Inside, will be hitting a Nintendo platform. That's what I'm talking about. That's all the news I have for you today. I'm possibly will be streaming later, so tune in live. Have those questions ready from E3, because I'm ready for you, because we was out there. Shout out to all my gamers who come through and stop and give your boys the support. It is greatly appreciated to see people, and it's very humbling to see people come through and enjoy my content. That's all the news I have for you today. Consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm out.